Alright, so what do we know about Shakespeare? Probably heard the name. Does anybody, what do people know about his work, know about him, George?
I said, it's like a statue of him.
Yeah, you heard about...
He made Romeo and Juliet, so...
Yes.
That's a famous play.
That's a famous play that he wrote. Good job, yeah. Anybody else? Cheyenne?
We're watching Shakespeare movies in this car.
Oh, you are? Okay, which one are you watching?
We watched Macbeth before break, and we just finished 12th night.
That's my favorite one.
Oh, but what is that?
They watched Macbeth and 12th Night. 12th Night. Anybody else with a raised hand? No? Anybody else? There's a lot of movies too that are like based on his stories. There's definitely like there's a few different versions of Romeo and Juliet. Did anybody ever see that like this like old Disney movie She's the Man? It's like she dresses up as a soccer player. It's an old movie. It came up when I was looking up Shakespeare. But there's a lot of movies that are based on Shakespeare's plays. Some that you might not even realize. Okay. Yeah. That's the one. Yeah, exactly. All right. Anything else you want to add before we move on? No? Okay. So, sometimes when you're reading Shakespeare, it might look a lot different than other poetry we're looking at. Listen, guys. That's because a lot of the words he uses are his own version of the English language. Guys. So we gave you this sheet to help you out. Because today we're going to read a sonnet. And there are some words that we don't usually use this version of, so we'll give you Shakespeare help. So sometimes Shakespeare uses different pronouns. He'll use like, for example, it'll be like thou means you. Thou art, you are. So you have this sheet as we're reading through the sonnet. You can kind of like interpret what these pronouns stand for. Sometimes the order of words are different too. So don't let that throw you off. Use your sheet if you need to. I think you guys are going to be great with this. You just kind of have to like figure out the puzzle of like what these different words mean in our standard English, okay? So reminder quickly, there is a poetry test on Friday. Okay, we mentioned this yesterday, but just remember we're going to be taking the poetry exam on Friday, figurative language, vocab, and determining overarching themes. Okay, so keep that in mind. Today's objective, like I said, have everybody facing forward, please. Today's objective is going to be to cite the best evidence for a given statement by rereading with a purpose and making sure the lines chosen match the entire statement. So, I know sometimes we're picking evidence to support our answer. We're looking for anything that matches sometimes, but I want to make sure, I want to encourage you guys to pick the best evidence. So like look at all your options first and decide like this line fully supports the answer. So I'm going to use this one rather than this one that's just okay. All right? Okay, so take a look at your sonnet. It says sonnet 18 at the top. Does everybody have this? Yes? Okay. So I'm going to read through it first just so you can kind of hear how it sounds, and then I'm going to let you guys independently read and annotate. All right, so this is Sonnet 18 by William Shakespeare. Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Thou art more lovely and more temperate. Rough winds do shake the darling buds of May, and summer's lease hath all too short a date. Sometime too hot the eye of heaven shines, and often in his old complexion dimmed. And every fair from fair sometime declines, by chance or nature's changing course untrimmed. But thy eternal summer shall not fade, nor lose possession of that fair thou owest. Nor shall death brag thou wanderest in his shade, when in eternal lines to time thou growest. So long as men can breathe or eyes can see, so long lives this, and this gives life to thee. All right, so there's some lines that are easier than others to interpret. And take note of a lot of the meaning in the lines comes in couplets. So like every 2 lines is kind of like a thought. So that might help you, so keep that in mind, okay? All right, you also have notes at the bottom of the page. So it'll, like temperate, it has the definition for temperate, and complexion, things like that. So just take note of everything on the page like you do when you annotate something. So preview and annotate, all right? So take 10 minutes. You will have time to do to work with a partner on something else, but for now, I want you guys to do this independently and silently. I'm gonna give you 10 minutes on the timer to do that. All right, timer started. Independent read and annotations looking at figurative language, kind of interpreting what each line means literally, okay? If you have any questions, I can come right up, all right?
Okay.